Craig, the Natural Medic, and today I am revisiting Mount Rushmore. And Mount Rushmore, last time I was here was early October. It was still pretty crowded. It was the end of the busy season for the Black Hills region of South Dakota. But if you take a look right here, you're going to see a really nice view of Mount Rushmore, and it's definitely a lot less crowded than it was before. Look at that. Look at that. That is gorgeous. If you go on the Presidential Trail, I did that before, but I did not, for whatever reason, I did not film it. But you go on that, you can see some pretty cool views. So we're directly underneath the sculpture, probably about the closest that we'll get, or closest you can get, George Washington. You can see Thomas Jefferson's nose and I guess one of his eyes. You really can't see anything but Roosevelt's forehead, and you can see pretty much all of Abraham Lincoln. Now, interesting fact, one thing I learned last time I was here, just to the, I guess the left, our right, but Lincoln's left, there was going to be an inscription there, like an epitaph, that was going to list out the accomplishments of the United States so far, but they decided to scrap that because they weren't sure it was going to hold. Another great view right here below the sculpture. You can see all four presidents. Let's take a look. So you got George, Thomas, Teddy, and Abe just hanging out. So cool. All that rubble and stuff underneath is actually debris from the blasting of the mountain. They removed, I can't remember the exact figure, it was hundreds of thousands of tons of rock that they blasted off the side of that mountain. Pretty cool. Now the trail, if you come in here in the wintertime, the trail is closed beyond this point, but there is an observation area I believe you can go up here. So I'm going to check that out next. So the view you probably want to see from the observation point here. Here's the view. So you're directly underneath and a little bit to the right, our right, their left of the sculpture. I just think it's a really interesting thing. And I do have cameras down here, so they are looking for people going across this barrier. I'm assuming somebody has tried to climb up there before and get on their faces or whatever. I don't know what their goal was, but they probably didn't make it very far. So anyway, this is the end of the trail though. Let's take a look at some more stuff. Over here is the rest of the trail that's closed off, and if you look through the trees over there, that's where the terrace view is on top of the visitor center and the amphitheater. You can see part of that through the trees, and the flag promenade you can see also. So here's the view from the Grand Terrace. If you look here, what a view. And during the summer months they do a lighting ceremony where they light up the sculpture every night from Memorial Day through Labor Day. So that's why the amphitheater's down there with all those seats. Over here it's a promenade of flags, which has flags for all of the U.S. states and territories that are currently in the Union and in the possession of the United States. Here's my home state, Texas. There's the flag, but you can definitely see all the other flags of different states and territories that are here. Pretty cool. Let's take a look at this view right here. This is a side profile view of George Washington. Look at that. That is so cool. Purely accidental. Was not meant to happen, but it did, and it worked out pretty good because this is a perfect little side profile view of George Washington. According to the panel over here to my left, I'll summarize it for you. Jefferson's head is very large. It's 60 feet tall. So if you were to fully build him out, or let's just say you imagine some kind of mecha George Washington coming out of the side of the mountain, he would be 40 stories tall if he's built out for full form, the rest of his body and everything. Pretty amazing. It's just amazing in itself that they were able to carve that out of just the raw rock. The raw rock that you see there is what they carved, and that was their medium they used to make this amazing sculpture. So here is the other end, starting at the A's, going back to the Z's for the flag promenade, or the avenue of flags as they have it on the concrete here. This is a lovely view of the sculpture. And behind me, you got like a snack area, you got a gift shop, and there's a sculpture of Borglum over here. And he was the creator of this. He had done some sculptures, I believe out east somewhere, I don't remember the exact ones. And he came up with the concept and died during the project actually. And his son Lincoln not only finished the sculpture, was the first superintendent of the park. All the workers are listed right here on this plaque. Wow. Took them like 14 years to do this. And then that's the way out. Now it does cost to park here, but the park actually is free. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Think about subscribing to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. I do lots of videos visiting places, doing product reviews, giving tips and tricks to enjoy your outdoor adventures. Thanks a lot. We'll see you on the trail.